from housing. Every policy issue that we take on as a region, whether it's transportation, whether it's public safety, whether it's education, whether it's health, whether it's wealth attainment, everything that we do as a community comes from housing. And that's why getting housing policy right is going to help us be successful in so many other different ways. And part of what we have done, and I think part of why we are here today, is because we have come together as a region and we have said that we recognize in the past we haven't always gotten this right. But we are now rowing in the same direction, and we are committed to making the kind of policy changes as a region and putting the kinds of policies in place as a region to make sure that we are going to have the appropriate amount of housing supply for the future, and make sure that we address some of the historic inequities that have existed in our housing policy and housing attainment and availability as a region. And this is not a problem that we can solve as Alexandria. This is not a problem that we can solve as any one jurisdiction, but together, all of us working together, we can actually make some pretty impressive accomplishments. And so that's why this announcement is so exciting. That's why it's great to see all of you together as part of this. And what we are going to be able to do with the resources that HUD is investing is going to be able to shift these efforts in overdrive. And I just want to recognize the work that COG has done, the COG staff, the COG leadership, the COG board on this issue for a number of years. You know, this is not the beginning. This is actually a culmination, you know, dating back to COG setting housing targets and being intentional about saying we are going to create the housing that this region needs, and we are going to create it in a way that is accessible not just for everyone, but for low and moderate income folks, and then holding ourselves accountable for actually doing the work of creating that housing. But then also we came together as a region and we said, let's identify the barriers to fair housing access, and let's be intentional about calling out those barriers and then doing the kinds of things that are going to help address those barriers and help make sure that we can provide housing for all. So I give COG all the credit for being the convening body and bringing us all together and making sure that we move forward on this issue. So I am going to now get away from the podium and allow the real folks who are doing the work to take it. And you want to do the introductions? All right. Thank you so much for being here, and thanks to everyone who made this happen.